Hi there, Skylar here. I'm out helping rebuild homes after a recent disaster. You know, the crew are real pros, but I must admit, I'm a little out of my element. I'm gonna stick to making runs to the lumberyard for supplies. It's been real interesting, trying to find different lengths of board and different quantities of nails and screws. I'm amazed at how often you have to add fractions at a lumberyard. You know, math comes in real handy when you're trying to get just the right amount. So why don't you grab your toolbox and we'll get another problem solved. Here's a list of all the supplies we need back at the job site. Now, we're talking about adding similar fractions, so you may want to go back and watch equivalent fractions since they're so important to adding and subtracting fractions. Here's an example. The construction crew estimates that they will need 1 2/3 pounds of nails to frame up the bedroom wall. They will need 5/6 of a pound to frame up the dining room. How many pounds of nails will they need? Getting the answer requires adding fractions. One way to effectively add fractions is to find a common denominator. When the fractions are similar, that is, one denominator is a multiple of the other, the numerically larger of the denominators is the common denominator. For this problem, the common denominator is 6. You can express 2/3 in sixths. 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. The problem then becomes 1 4/6 plus 5/6. The answer is 1 9/6 pounds, which can also be expressed as 2 3/6 or 2½ pounds. Another way to determine the answer would be to look at 1 2/3 and realize that you need 1/3 more to make 2. If you took 1/3 or 2/6 from 5/6, you would have 2 3/6 or 2 1/2. You can always add fractions when you find a common denominator. Sometimes it's easier just to use your number sense, like we did for the second solution. This will help you build your math skills and make sense of adding fractions. Problem solved. Nice job.